Okay, so in this video, I want to talk a little bit about the importance of supporting your detox organs. So, if you're struggling with gut symptoms and food sensitivities, it is very likely that your detox organs are not able to handle everything that's coming into your body. So, these organs include your liver, your kidney, your colon, your lymphatic system, your skin helps you detox. Lungs and the air we breathe helps to detox as well. The things that we can support the most are like the liver, the kidney, definitely the colon by working on overall gut function, making sure you're eliminating and going to the bathroom every day at least one time, one complete time, I should say. And really, we have all these different ways of getting these toxins out of our body. So, supporting these organs is really important, especially if you're diving into like an elimination challenge diet where you're removing a bunch of foods and testing foods. Also, if you're doing any kind of cleansing or detoxing practice, it's really important for that as well. And as I say that, really, these are really important practices in general. Supporting these organs that help us get rid of waste and toxins that wreak so much havoc in our body if they're just in there floating around, on the gut lining, on the gut bacteria, on these detox. I mean, really, our body in general, at a cellular level, these toxins are in there kind of doing their thing and taking their toll. So, supporting our organs that get rid of that waste and those toxins and chemicals and things like that from our body is super important. And so it doesn't matter whether you're feeling really symptomatic, whether you're feeling really healthy. It's still important to do this kind of as an ongoing practice, but certainly before you dive into something where you're taking out a bunch of foods or really going into cleansing or detox practices. So if your body's not able to handle what's coming in, you're going to be feeling increased symptoms. And so that can happen whether it's during an elimination challenge diet or whether it is, just your day to day, or if you're going into a major detox or cleanse sort of protocol or program or whatever. But basically, we each have a bucket, and the bucket can only hold so much. And as that bucket starts to be full and overflow, you're going to start seeing symptoms, especially if it's overflowing on an ongoing basis. So that's when dis-ease in the body shows up, illness, different conditions, all these kind of things. That's our body sending us messages and saying, hey, I can't deal with what's coming in. So the goal is to remove these stressors and really get your bucket down to a healthy level. And one way of doing that is supporting the detox organs, because then they can handle more as it's coming in, right? So if you get in there and you start cleansing and your body's not ready for it, what happens with cleansing and detoxing is and that can happen with an elimination challenge diet as well. Just naturally by removing a bunch of the foods that are causing inflammation and gunk, we can start to go through that process. But toxins become mobilized in the body, and if they're not able to be escorted out of the body one way or another through the colon, through sweat, in our skin, by way of the liver, the kidney, the lymphatic system, if these systems aren't able to get those toxins out, to mobilize or to escort them out of the body, then they're just kind of floating around in there, but now they're mobile instead of, maybe dormant in fat cells or wherever it is that they were hanging out. So super important practice, and I think it's something that's often overlooked. So I just wanted to share a little bit about this today. Anything you can do to support your liver, your kidney, your lymphatic system, and your GI system, and make sure you're having a bowel movement once a day, really, a complete bowel movement once a day is super important for removing waste and toxins from our body. So everybody with food sensitivities and gut issues is not going to be there right away. So, just doing the best that you can. And that doesn't mean you can't start kind of testing with some foods and trying to, figuring out your food sensitivities, because that can be helpful to support those organs too. But we want to kind of just go at a slow and low pace if you feel like things are really clogged up or that your body's not getting rid of things the way that it should. Not everything comes out through the colon, but a lot can. And there are other ways to support these organs without it going through your GI as well. So Epsom salt baths are great. Drinking a ton of water is good. If you tolerate citrus, lemon water in the morning can be really good. There's lots of different things that you can do to support those organs. But I just want to bring to light how important that is. And if you feel like you really want support around this, I do offer a free coaching session, and I can kind of dive into what's going on for you, where you feel like you're getting stuck in your healing journey, whether it's not having the knowledge that you need for next steps, not knowing what to do, having too many things and not knowing which thing to try. We can kind of come up with a plan based on your individual struggles and where you want to be, where by the time we're done with that session, you can have, a good idea of what your next steps will be. So that can be super valuable. I will put the link to my calendar below this video. If you're interested in that, just click on the link and book a session at a time that works for you. Also, I offer a free training where I talk about really supporting the body holistically. And when it comes to thinking about detox organs and our detox pathways and how we get toxins and chemicals and waste out of our body, it's really important to support the body holistically, because the more we hone in on, how stress shows up in our life and how we can minimize and manage stress, and all these different stressors on the gut, whether it's from the environment or food or water or trauma, things like that. Like, as the more we can kind of minimize those stressors on the gut, the better your detox organs are going to be able to handle what's coming in, because we're just bringing that bucket back down. So this training goes into the approach that I use and the approach that helped me heal as well. And it really focuses on the key steps to take control of your food sensitivities and your symptoms. And I will link that below as well if you're interested in watching that. So if you like this video, click the like button. If you want more content like this, subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the little bell, and I will see you next time.